Pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. And I'm here. Hello guys and girls. Good evening people. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to another day of making an MMO in the spare time. Making an MMO when you have the willingness to do it. Making an MMO sometimes. Making an MMO because we can. Making an MMO sometimes yes, sometimes not. Hello. Fuck, I didn't click on the button. Hello, I'm here. Hello, Eric. Hello, Eric. Welcome. The work you guys are doing in this project is amazing. Thank you. I mean, we are not professionals, but we try to do what we can, you know, to make it progress and to keep it alive. You know, it's like a small creature that is there and is growing. It's like having a plant and you put the water into it and you look at it growing. So yes, we are still working on this, but you know, working on a video game like that is pretty interesting because if you like technology and if you like 3D, I mean the 3D modeling part, the programming part, the visual effects. I mean, there is so much. There is so much. So I mean, it is rarely boring, right? It's rarely boring because there are so many different aspects. Now, there is a lot of grind, and I did a lot of grind for Plane Shift. Like when you have to make 3 spells or 90 spells, right? So that becomes a bit of a grind. Or when you have to clean up, you know, 10 quests or 450 quests, right? Or when you have to clean up 1 walkway or 700 walkways, right? So, I mean, there are some jobs which are actually a bit repetitive, and so requires the bit of resilience, a bit of yeah, kind of a strong will, right? And it's not always easy, but you know, man, sometimes you can. Okay, let me see if there are any new bugs. New bugs. Yorlak is our bug finder. He's our bug finder, and he's quite good at it. I would like to check this server crash. Server crash sewer. So if Yorla comes online, I can check if he's online. But if he comes online, I may ask him to check if let me see. Yeah, he's online, so probably we'll connect soon. But this one, salut, hula. Monsieur Hula. Bonsoir. So I want, because one of the most important points is that the server should never crash. The server should always stay up. I mean, your client can crash, but the server should never crash, because if it crashes, you know, is dropping off all the players. And so that objective number 1 is to ensure that the server is as stable as possible. And I think 2 days ago, yeah, during the weekend, we fixed a pretty good server crash. Now here I see another one, and I would like to see if this one is confirmed or not. But let's go to our bug fixing mission. So we have a bug fixing mission because I want to release the new alpha, the 078, and But you know, it's not just to release the alpha, it's really to put into it everything that we think will make a good release, and so will bring us closer to the objective of having this release a potential, I mean, I cannot call it final because final doesn't exist in our world, but you know, solid enough release to shut down the old game, right? Because we really want to shut down the old game and bring up the new one and focus 100% on the new one. Not that the old one is taking too much of our attention, I have to say. So meaning that is not that it's costing us, you know, a lot of time, apart from some little small maintenance, but you know, it's just because we want to have everyone in the new one. So there is a list of bugs, and the green one are the one that I fixed already. And well, are not bugs, because some of those are just ideas, right, or stuff that I want to do. For example, this one is a bug. Sorry, this one is a bug. But the rest, this one is a potential. Oops, this one is a potential bug. But the rest is pretty much. This one is a bug. This one is a feature. But can you see it? Or my head is my head is on top of it. Boom. Okay. But anyway, I can move a bit like this. I can move a bit so you can see it. But what? Okay, so what I want to work on tonight is to merge the audio and display settings into one panel, right? I started already, and I think I'm already at a good point. Basically, the idea is to completely remove the old option window. The old option window, I can show it to you, but is I really don't like. I think that we need to have a nice settings window which is full screen with all the options. I mean, sometimes I think in the old game we were a bit minimalistic, and we were trying to, well, no, minimalistic is not the right word. We were I don't know exactly how to express it, but anyway, we were not doing things with a broader vision, okay? Yeah, with a larger, broader vision. Like we were saying, no, we have this window, let's make it small enough, you know, that people can also see the rest of the game. Let's make it compressed enough so that, and at the end, I mean, it was too small, too cramped, too, I don't know what to say, but too much stuff, you know, in the same window. Not very easy to use. So the usability, I think was so. And the point is thinking, when a player is clicking on something, how much time it will stay in that window, right? And for example, and how much is focus is on that window. So for example, if you open up, I don't know, the inventory, it still needs to see the world, because he's probably moving items between the inventory and the world, or is trading with someone or whatever, right? So the inventory windows is something that, okay, can stay up forever. But the settings window, so the options, really has no reason to be just a small square, you know. It really has no reason. And unfortunately, the old option, and also the one that we made here, it's like this small thing, you know, with everything, with so much stuff in the same place that is hard to read. And sorry, here this is not loading, but these are like the keys, like the chat options, the audio options, the display options, you know, the interface option and all of that. But sorry, but all in all, is I mean, why I need to have this small screen? You know, it should be full screen. It should be you know, with all the options available and all the panels very clear and everything. So this is what I want to do now. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm not really focusing on making it look nice, but I'm focusing on making it complete, right? And so I was working on this, and where is it? Is here, settings, right? So this window, first of all, I want this window to be basically full screen. At the moment, it's not full screen, but I think it will become. And then I want this window to be also nice, you know, and so maybe having a nice background, having, I don't know, some stuff, I don't know how to say, some bars here and there, some you know. Now, one of the issue is which are the settings that we really care about, because at the moment what I did, I just copy pasted, you know, the different settings from the other one to this one, and now they are a bit inconsistent, as you can see. So some are still using the old style, some are using the new style, but that doesn't bother me too much. But like, for example, there is something that is this, so we need to decide how to split them and how to call this stuff, because the first one is display. I think display is the easiest, okay, because it's everything related to changing resolution, showing FPS, increasing or decreasing the performance of the engine, and such. So maybe one thing that we don't have here is the particle effect. I think I could probably add a particle effect, yes or no, and I can probably trigger it by code. I can probably trigger it by code, right? So that you can opt out from the particle effects, which will be a pity, but maybe on some hardware will be, if you have a very, very low hardware, I think it would be okay, because I think that when you are lowering the textures, you may be lowering it also for the particles, but I think maybe it's effects. Maybe it's effects. Let me see what effects is doing. Visual effect quality. Yes. Yes, I think actually it's this one, so probably it's already part of that, but this is just scaling the quality. I think what I can do is also to completely opt out, like that the spells will not cast any particles and such. But I don't know. You have the mini inventory up all the time in your stats window. Yes. Yes, and you have the chat maybe open all the time. You have your quick bar, you know, open all the time. So there are certain windows which obviously need to be integrated with the user interface, but not all of them. So I think this one can really be called display, and I think that under display all of this stuff makes sense. Now, audio is another one that is very easy to sort out. So there is all the three volume settings. So one is ambient volume, which means basically monster sounds, spell sounds. I don't know if we should have a separate one for speech. I think at the moment speech will go inside ambient volume. But we may decide to create another layer, right? Like you may want to have the speech as a separate slider. I don't know. But at the moment, it's inside ambient volume. Interface is basically all the clicks that you do, right? Whenever you click on something. and music is music. So these are the 3 layers. Under audio, I don't think there will be anything else for some time. I don't know. I mean, we can obviously support surround and all of that, but at the moment, I think this is what it is. We just need to be sure that it works properly. Then we have a panel for chat. I don't know, this one, I think this one we should rename it user interface. Actually, I think I already renamed it user interface somewhere. I think the best would be to call it user interface. By the way, the mouse sensitivity is here, but I think it makes no sense that is here. I think it should be moved somewhere else. I think maybe here, maybe instead of keys, we can call it controls. Yeah, let's do these two changes. I think it's a good change. Let me take this one, and the tab chat becomes the tab UI. Or user interface. Is user interface too long? Yeah, user interface is too long. Should we call it interface? I don't know. Okay, user interface is a bit too long, but maybe display, we can call it graphics, and this one we can call it display. No, but display I think is and then keys actually should be controls, because for example we support also the usage of pad, right? So you can play with an Xbox controller. I never tried, but it should be supported, because our setting for movement, and you can try it already in the 0.77 release. In theory, you should be able to move your character with a controller. I never tried, but so wait, I just have the wrong one displayed. No. Wait, I confused myself. So chat is actually interface, right? So this one will become interface. Yes, interface. So let me rename it also here, otherwise canvas UI. Okay, otherwise I'm confusing myself. Then there is one that is called keys. Okay, this one should be called controls. And yes, controls, and controls will have, so at the moment controls as this, which is actually pretty bad to look at, but because this blue on black is really insane. But okay, I will try to do something about it. It's really not nice to see, but basically here you should be able to configure the keys that you are using, right? And so the movement, the jump, now it's divided between movement and user interface. I think under movement we have way more stuff than this, so we need to expand it. We need to expand it, because I see that here there is jump, which is kind of okay, but I think I need to add another line. The problem is that no, but it's okay, because I can just duplicate it. Wait, I can just duplicate it, and then I can switch to another row, right? And then I need to duplicate these two. Let me try. It's a bit of a mess, but we will try. I cannot duplicate two things. Okay, I will duplicate only one. So for example, this one will become what? Will become roll, right? Because you can roll, you can crouch. For example, crouch is not here in the list. I don't know why. So crouch should be here and it should be at line number 6. And then we duplicate the key input selector. Yes. Duplicate, and we will call it crouch. And this also goes to 6, to row number 6. Then we have this sprint. Then we have the walk and run toggle. So yeah, we have a number of them. Let me add them all. So that we have them in this list. This image. You know, this thing is a bit confusing. The way it's organized is kind of confusing. I think I will crouch image 13. It's very confusing when you click, that it just moves up and down like randomly. So it's not very easy to understand where you are and what you are clicking on, but this seems to be the image of move left. So I'm going to move the images next to what they belong to. Okay. So like this one, for example, is the move forward image, and I will move it here. And this one is the move right, and I will move it here. And this one is the move backward, and I will move it here. Okay, so now I think it's a bit more in line. Wait, don't understand this. So the crouch is in his own thing, right? And this one is the new one. Okay. No, I think it's good. Like this should be all set. Now let's create another one, which is duplicate. Okay. This image should be row number 7. Row number 7. Wait, why is different now? No, something bad happened. Let me duplicate again this one. Okay, row number 7, please. Okay, we did it. So now we have the crouch. So this will be what? Will be strafe? No, strafe we don't have anymore. We have walk, toggle, walk, run, right? We have toggle, walk, run, which is a new one, and this one I also need to duplicate this. Toggle WR, and this one goes to row 7. It's a bit hard to see, I know, because this thing is, I don't know if I can do it differently, but nah, it's just not doing it. I think I can probably, you know what? Let me do a fill screen, right? Let me do a fill screen, and let me try to take this and make it as big as it should. The problem is that it's not this one. What we should make as big as it should is the original grid panel. The original grid panel. It seems that we have a bit of an issue in the overall sides, like that this control is not resizing together with the window, right? And I don't know exactly why. So here we have, so the top of the structure is a grid panel, right? Top of the structure is a grid panel, and this grid panel actually doesn't have any row fill and column fill, which is a very bad idea, so we should do it. But I'm thinking if the grid panel is the right way, because in theory we should have a vertical box, because the only thing that we have here is the top controls, which go inside the canvas tabs, and then we have the actual windows, right? So it's basically a vertical box with two entries. Because everything else, no, because they have to be switched on and off. Yes, exactly. I don't know why. I think we have one row, one column only, which will take 100%, right? And we have two rows at the moment. The first one taking a very small piece, and the second one taking the majority. The problem is that if I do it like this, as you can see, there is a space between these two, and I don't really like it. So probably we need to do this, so the second part is taking the maximum space. Yes, probably that's the way we should do it. And now we should ask ourselves why this canvas display is not taking the maximum. Is not taking the maximum space allowed. Probably because why? Okay, no, the canvas display does, as you can see, the canvas display is taking the wall screen, right? So that's good. That's what we want. But then I think that inside the canvas display, everything is placed statically, right? Everything is placed with a hard-coded position, right? So that I think is one of the problems. I think it is. Do you want to have the small avatars or no? Or you are bored of the small avatars? I can put them on. I think they are nice, but they are nice if you chat, if you speak and do and say something, so they actually exist. Do we want to change this picture? Maybe I will change it when 078 is out. I can do a 078 here. And yes. So if you chat, your avatar will appear. If not, not. So we need to, so this background image, for example, right? Why this background image is a fixed size instead of automatically sizing? The reason is that this one is a canvas, and being a canvas is not automatically taking the full space, right? I think we can live with this for now. I'm not too focused on making it beautiful because we will change it anyway, right? We will make it different. I'm more interested to do it in a way that everything fits. But you see that, yes, for the controls, for example, I would like this guy to take the wall space, right? The scroll box. Because this scroll box has a specific size. Okay, so I think we can, even if I think we look a bit weird like that. I think it will look a bit weird. Now good luck finding the background image. I think it's this one. Yes. Yes. Okay, so this way will basically be full screen. Will basically be full screen. So we have more space for all our right. Now these labels are, again, I'm not trying to make it super beautiful, but I'm just trying to make it usable, because at the moment I think it looks pretty bad. So let me at least make the titles a bit more understandable. So we will go to 16 in bold and 16 in bold. And then, okay, now I think we can continue to add our, also I think the font is super small. This font is insanely small, is 11. Well, actually here there are a lot of controls. So, and considering now we are not seeing it full screen. So full screen will be probably something like this. So I think is reasonable. I think is reasonable. Okay, anyway, move forward, move backward, move left, move right. Which in our case is not move left and move right. In our case, basically is rotate left and rotate right. Because when you press A and D, well, depends a bit on the, well, depends, because depends on which mode you are. But okay, let's leave move left, move right, jump, crouch, toggle, walk, run. Okay, so we have this one as well. Then we need another one, which is the sprint. Right, so we can duplicate and put it at row number 8. Then we duplicate this one and we call it sprint, and we put it at row number 8. Then we duplicate this selector and we call it sprint, and we put it at number 8. Okay. What else we have? We have combat mode, right? So we have a toggle combat mode. Yeah, toggle combat mode. Okay, fine. We can add this as well. Duplicate row number 9. Duplicate row number 9. Toggle combat mode. Okay. Duplicate toggle combat row number 9. Okay, what else we have? What else we have? Let me go and check, but let me see if we have anything else. I think there was a picture which was called alpha keys or something. Oh, yes. So control, toggle, walk, run, shift, sprint, space, jump, jump or mantle, yes. Alt, crouch. We also have the roll, the double alt. This one I don't think I can easily configure it though, because is can I don't know. I can leave it empty for now, but let me put it here so I have it on the list and I remember it. But I'm not sure that we can easily configure it, because the double alt is actually done in the code somehow. So I don't know. So this will be the roll. And I will not place a configurable key, okay? So I will not place that. But maybe I will do this. I will do why is not in the middle? Middle. Yeah, should be middle, right? There is column number 3 and row number 9. There is column number 3. Why is not in the same location? No idea. No idea. Okay, anyway, we will leave it like that. Because if I move it 1, it goes here. And if I move it there, it goes there. Anyway, we have the roll, and then what we have? We have the sit. The sit on chair and the sit on ground. I will call it sit, and then if you hold it or you don't hold it, will be the same key. Okay. Then we have the auto run and we have the interact. Wow, we have a lot of controls, by the way. I'm amazed. Kind of amazed. So we go for number 11. And this one we duplicate it and we go for sit. And I can also put hold for ground. Tap for chair, hold for ground. Okay, and this one goes to 11. And for this one I need this, which goes to 11. Okay. So we have the roll, we have the sit, and then we miss only the auto run and the interact. So this goes to 12. This goes to 12. There is a toggle. Oops. Toggle auto run. And this one, sorry, I did it. Toggle sit. No, it's not toggle, it's just sit. Sit, okay. And this one should also go to row number 12, right? Okay, so after the auto run, what we have? We have the interact. Yes, we have the interact. We have the interact. So this one will become 13. Duplicate 13. And this one will be interact key. Okay. Oh, interact exists already? Really? We already have an interact. Interesting. What is it? It's down there. It's under user interface. No, but I don't really like it down there because user interface, I mean, I think interact is still part of the controls. User interface is basically how to quickly open one window. But I think is less relevant for us, but okay, I understand. This interact at the bottom, I think we can remove it. Even if I don't know if he's already connected to something. Let me see if he's connected to something in the input selector interact. Yes, actually he's already connected. Okay. So we need to reuse that one then, because it's better. I mean, because it's easier, right? So I think I can delete this one, and this one. I can add back this win interact selector. It's not very easy to find the image that is corresponding to it, because these controls are not ordered in any way, and is making it so hard to read. Like journal is separated from I don't know, it's so weird. Win info. Shortcuts. Win shortcuts. I'm just trying to reorganize a bit the pieces so that they are close to each other, right? For example, user interface should be the first one, right? Because it's the first one of this block. This one, for example, is the image of WinInfo, so I think we can put it here. This one is the image of friends, and I think we can put it here. This one is an image of shortcuts, and we can put shortcuts is here. Is here. Skills and stats. I don't know if we really want all these windows to be scripted with a key, you know, but hello Marcellum, good evening, how are you? The options menu, win option is down there. Okay, I'm reorganizing a bit of the option window and trying to make it better and trying to make it so that he has all the pieces, right? But I mean, it will take some time to stabilize this, but I'm giving it one big upgrade, and let's see how it goes. Okay, I still have a win quest, which is a bit by itself, which is here. It's down there. Okay, seen it. Okay. Mouse mode. I don't know what is this mouse mode. Mouse mode. I don't think we have a mouse mode. We have the combat mode. Maybe it's the combat mode. Yeah, but I think it's still an action, so I would like to have it. I would like to have it above. Let me see if this one mouse mode. Mouse mode. Find references. Yeah, in theory, there is a way. Mouse mode. I think we can rename it to combat mode. I mean, it technically is not the same, because you could have another mouse mode which is not combat mode, but not 100% sure. I'm searching for some music. Okay. Okay, we have it. So I think we can make this mouse mode combat mode. And so maybe I can delete, yeah. I can make this one combat mode. This one, for whatever reason, is the only one that is named. Why should be a variable, by the way? No idea. Okay. So basically what I'm saying is that the interact goes up, so goes into the other grid. And in particular it goes in, I would say after the auto run. So the auto run is 12. No, wait. We did a bit of a mess. So he has to go inside of this. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So he has to be 13. This will be quite some work anyway to fix everything, but let's start to put the pieces in the right place, and then the right places, and then we will fix whatever we need. At least we have the pieces in place. So the interact was one, and the other one was the combat mode, right? The combat mode, which is basically these three. Need to go. Can I go up, please? Ah, I cannot go up. I cannot go up. Okay, so I think the only way is to make this panel way bigger. So I can go here. Okay, and this one should go in row number 14. 14, 14, and 14. Okay. Okay, so we also have combat mode. Are we still missing something? So I would say no. I think we have everything for this piece, at least. Then for this piece there are all these user interface. I'm not really a fan of this because it's messing up with the keys, but I mean, if we really want, we can have it. So to be able to open up, like for example, inventory is very handy. So I understand that. Maybe the inventory should be the first one, by the way. We can swap it with friends. So let me move inventory to 1. And friends to 6. So we just Nothing against friends. Okay. But inventory is usually the main one. Shortcut also I think is good. Then the rest... I don't know, I think we could probably need only those 3, but if you want to script all the others, we can script all the others. Yeah, then there is this camera view. I don't know, for the camera, what we have the mouse wheel, which is allowing you to zoom in and out. And basically that's it. And then you have the look left and right, but I don't understand too much this camera thingy. Cycle available view. Third person view, first person view. I think these are broken at the moment. If you press, I think it's F1, but if you press it, I think it's not gonna work at the moment. I think it's kind of broken. Those are variables because we set the tooltip. Wow. Okay. Didn't know that. So this one was a variable because we are setting a tooltip on the fly by code. Okay. But basically these are all the controls that we need, I guess. I don't know if there are others, but... Well, there is all the quick bar. But the quick bar... the quick bar is a good question, though. The quick bar. Because we have 10 positions for the quick bar, between 1 and 0. The problem is that the quick bar is configured inside the edit mode of the quick bar itself and not here. So I don't know if we need to have anyway a quick bar section. Maybe. Or maybe yes. Let me add it and we will decide what to do. But I think it would be a good idea if you can see all the shortcut in one place, right? I think it's a better idea. So this will be the quick bar. This will be the quick bar and on the quick bar we need we need the 10 keys actually. Just trying to sort out all these things. Okay, so quick bar. So I will call it shortcut 1. I think it goes from 0 to, I don't remember if it's from 1 to 10, from 1 to 9, or from 0 to... But anyway, the way we name it here, it doesn't make a lot of difference. I think we can just say shortcut 1, right? Shortcut 2. Yes, I need to make 10, unfortunately. This music. This music. But anyway, shortcut 3. Pipiriri. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I think I can just duplicate it. I can just duplicate a full block. No, because it doesn't allow me to. Crap. That's not nice. Can I group it somehow and then duplicate it and then... no. Yeah, but I think it's a good idea to keep all the shortcuts in the same place. I think it would be much easier. Much easier. When you're so silent, it's a bit scary, I have to say, huh? Duplicate. So here we are at 5. We have maximum 10 shortcuts, but I think it's enough. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Six. Should have generated those automatically. Maybe, but they are very specific. I mean, they are pointing to. They are maybe just the shortcut can be generated automatically. That's a good question. It's a very good question. We are at 8, boys. Nearly done. Nearly done. Okay. And the last one, number 10. Okay, so at least we have all the pieces that we need. Okay, I messed up something here. Shortcut 4 should be on line 4. Yes. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Beautiful. Okay, so we have also all the shortcuts now. All of those will be to have we need to be connected to something, but we will do it. We will do it. Then what else? What else? So these are the controls, so we can hide the controls. I think this window is fine. Then we have the devs. Okay, the devs is a bit of an hidden menu. I mean, at the moment it's visible to all of you, but the idea is that here we have some specific controls, like the time of the day that you can override, or the weather that you can override. At the moment they are working, so you can change them if you want. And okay, you are there, huh? You are there. Okay. And so we have the daylight override, and we have a few other things. I don't know exactly what is this freeze button. Button freeze? What is button freeze? Freeze rendering. I have no idea what it does. I think it's just, yeah, stopping the client somehow. Like if you want to take a screenshot in a but I don't know, you can just do screenshot. Okay. Okay. I mean, we don't care too much about those at the moment, but that is basically what we will have, and this is the devs menu, right? Okay, so let me see if this one, I think we need to test them one by one. I think I would like to do kind of a round of testing, just to be sure that, I think many will be broken, by the way, because I did a kind of a brutal copy paste of the other option window. So I think that some of those will really be broken, but let's see. Maybe we can fix some. At least the most important one, which are the full screen, the window, but those one I think are working, because they are already working in 077. So I think those ones are fine. Do I need to start the server? Well, for some stuff yes, for some stuff no. But let's go through some testing, okay? Now you will have this same option window in the login menu, in the login window, and in game, right? So it will be exactly the same one. So you can call it from both sides, and it's exactly the same window. Then we need to try to make it nice looking. But for the nice looking, I think I can ask someone and maybe... Okay, so you see the settings here. Is this window? Yeah, the moment is not full screen, but like we have seen, maybe some of those are full screen. But yeah, the controls is full screen. It's basically unreadable anyway. With this blue, with white, with black, it needs white. Otherwise, it's completely unreadable. I don't know who decided this blue, but apart from that, So yeah, so basically all the windows are there. We just need to make them all full screen so it looks a bit better. Okay, let's start with the display. So the display video mode at the moment is windowed. I think if I open it like this, it stays as windowed. So I can change the resolution. There is this weird red thing, but ignore it. I can change the resolution, so to go, I don't know, like this. Boom. And he actually changed it. Yeah, one issue that we have is that if the resolution is not 16:9, you see the cutoff. It is not a great idea though. Why this is happening? Why we have I mean, why the window is not stretched to fit? So basically it's designed 16:9, so if you change the resolution to something that is not 16:9, it will not really work properly. That's kind of annoying. Why that is not my resolution? What is this number, by the way? 1233 by 1333? Are this number decided randomly or what? Screen resolution. Let me see who is populating this. Who is populating this box, huh? Populate screen resolution. So if he's full screen, he's doing very different things. If he's full screen, he goes here and he's getting the supported full screen resolutions. Okay. So probably means that that window will change if we go in. If I click on full screen, I don't know what will happen to the stream, but I think it should still work. Let me see. Boom. Ah, everything exploded. No, okay, we are here. The problem is that, holy shit, if I click outside it's GG. If I click outside it's totally GG. And if I click inside, on my monitor I see it full screen, but I see what you see and is actually cut off. But anyway, on my screen is okay, and I can choose the resolution. Yeah, it's a bit destructive, I would say, on your side, but on my side looks fine. And so yes, in this case I have also my resolution. Okay, this will be my resolution. This will be the resolution, I mean, of my monitor. And so in this case, GG, I cannot really see what you see, and it's a bit of a mess. But anyway, it's cutting off the login window. I need to check if the login window is actually adapting to the screen or what, because it seems to me that it's not. Then, okay, the best one, or the better one, which basically every video game is using now, is window at full screen. So it is basically taking, you know, the full width, the full space, and this one also looks okay on. And on this one, you see, you don't have the selection of the resolution anymore, because okay. And then you have the windowed, where basically you can decide the sides. Okay, so I think it works fairly well. The only problem is that it's cutting off the login window when you choose a resolution which is not 16:9, at least not on my monitor. So let me understand what this thing is doing. Let me try to unclutter a bit this code because it looks a bit messy to me. So this wall block at the top is full screen resolutions. Okay, so it is full screen resolutions, and it seems to work okay anyway. I would say at least for the full screen is working okay. We have this problem of cutting off, but I think it's fine. Then here we have the windowed full screen, which is basically disabling wait. Disabling the possibility to choose a resolution, right? And then there is the window. So the window is the one that is a kind of weird. Is the one with the weird numbers, right? Get convenient windowed resolutions. I don't understand what is this get convenient Windows resolution. Get the list of window resolution which are convenient for recurrent display sites. Okay, so is a, I guess is an Unreal Engine function which is I don't know, calculating somehow what can be the right resolutions. Fine. I don't understand what the hell is this. For each wait. This one should go on top of this. There is a loop body. There is a completed. Okay, this is a completed. We're just printing out number of resolutions. And yes, there is the loop. Then we have, I mean, this thing I can also move it more like this. Okay. I'm just trying to make it slightly more readable because at the moment I feel it's fairly hard to read. Okay, maybe like this is a bit better. So all this block is windowed. All of this. Is windowed, and this one is window full screen, which is the smallest because basically has nothing to do. I mean, you have nothing to choose, it's just using your current resolution and okay. Now Then after this, let me just check what he's doing here. He's doing get game user settings, get screen resolution, breakpoint, get selected option, actual is enabled. It's basically setting the current one in the combo box. Okay, assuming that is enabled. Okay. So basically this one is select display current option in drop down in resolution drop down. Okay, now this is a bit more clear. It's kind of more clear. Okay. Hello Monty, good evening to you. It's going good. We are making progress. And why this stuff? When you go full screen, the stuff that you have on the left comes on the right, which is a problem. So let me just 1 second. Yeah, obviously. So all the stuff that I have in theory in the other screen, it came to this screen, which should not do. Exactly. Yeah, testing the full screen is always annoying. Okay, I'm back. Because basically all my windows were on top of the screen now. Okay, so this one I think is fine. So the screen resolutions are fine and the thing seems to work okay, right? Now show FPS is very simple. It's just putting here a counter on the right where you can see the FPS. At the moment it's 30 because I think it's capped at 30. Then we have this one. This one's it's not very easy to test it from here. I think it's better if we test it from inside the game. But this one should work in theory. When I do these switches, it should make a difference. Now, if it really works or not, it's not very easy to say now that we are not in the 3D world, right? But in theory, it should make a difference. And we can test it maybe in game, right? Then here we have the audio with the different sliders. Different sliders. Interface, I would say, is really small, but again, I will put it full screen. I will put it full screen, and here you can select which chat tabs you want. I don't know what is this empty line. Why we have an empty line? Why we have an empty line? I don't know. I think there was something. Yes, there was the auction that I moved up. Yes, there was. Yeah. Now I remember. No, this one is not needed, so I think we can. Or we move everything up one, so we just leave it like this for future reference. Maybe we leave it here for future reference. or we put it after this one. So if this one I put it at 6, and this one, okay, now I think is a bit, and this one we put it at 1, and everything else we put it at 1. I think we just leave a bit of a space at the top, which I think is even nicer. So okay, so we move that up 1, and then we have timestamps, which I think is also a selection for the chat, so that you are getting timestamps in the chat. I don't know if it's working at the moment, but this is max history. Again, is a max history of the chat. This one is log files. So I think we need, also in this case, we need a bit of a, let me take it. We need a panel which is just saying chat here, otherwise it's not understandable what we are looking at. So I think we can take it from the keys. For the controls, I mean. I think in the controls we had... yeah, like, I don't know, this is just a text block. It's just a text block in the row 0. Okay, it's just a text block in the row 0. Fine, so I think we should do the same and move it and move it under the UI. So let me duplicate this guy. And call it chat. And move it inside our controls. Now there I was doing something smarter, which was a separate grid inside a vertical box. Yes, I think it's probably a cleaner approach. While here we just have a grid panel divided by... yeah. Yeah, the difference is that this one is not, but let me try. I think we can have this wrap with vertical box, and then we can hide controls. We can show again UI. And we can have in our vertical box the first thing being the chat. Okay. Now the mouse sensitivity, I have this mouse sensitivity like here in the middle of nowhere. I think you should go under controls, right? The problem of controls, no, but I think we can. We can put it there. I think the best would be to put it there. Here we only have the chat settings, and under controls we will have... so I need to take everything that is mouse, which at the moment is like down here. So these three things, yes. I need to put them under controls. Now controls is very busy because controls is this mess. So maybe we can put the mouse sensitivity at the top otherwise you will never find it. Because actually in theory there should be two major tabs. One which is key bindings, and the other which is controls. But I think we can keep it in the same. Also because controls, apart from maybe testing the controller, the Xbox controller, I don't know if we have much else to do. So, but yeah, so under controls, I think I will move this under controls and hope for the best. I think I can duplicate this. Let me try. And I call it mouse. Because, for example, I think we can have also the mouse cursor, right? We may decide to have a different mouse cursor. So everything that is mouse, I put it here, and then I delete all these duplicates, because actually I duplicated a quick buy. And then what? For some reason is not. For some reason is not doing what he should do. Let me see. Row 0. Yes, because this one I think needs to span 6 or something. Yeah, I need to span 6. Needs to span 6. And mouse sensitivity. I mean, it's like the audio. Let me just copy the audio, otherwise I'm just spending time on something that we did already. So the audio, but the audio is different because it's not the full. But anyway, I think we can start from 2. I think we can say that, okay, mouse sensitivity is 0, which is fine. The actual slider is 0, 1 or 0, 2. We'll see how it looks. Which I think is fine. Fuck, it's so hard to select. Why is completely different from these other ones? Because that one is middle. Is left and middle. And I think they have a padding probably. Yeah, they have a padding of 64. Of 64 left. Okay. Here we have our slider. Now we just need to decide how many column span we want the slider to be. I don't know, it can probably be 3. Right? I mean, is it even too much maybe? Can slide 2. Okay. So here we have our mouse sensitivity. Now if we want to have a title, we can. I think I would like to have also the mouse pointer as configurable, but that will be in the future, not now. Hello, baby spoon. You can access the alpha if you are a veteran player, meaning that you have played already the previous game for more than 200 hours. Or if you, become a Patreon, and you can become a Patreon at the lowest rank. which is $3. So if you go here and check, is saying idle citizen $3, and in the list of all the different stuff that you get, there is also access to the alpha builds of the game. So with $3, you can access that, or you can just wait, you know, that we release it. But I think it would be nice if you can be a Patreon. It's always nice to see that people like what we do. And we can use anyway the money for some stuff, like we can hire some artists or pay for the servers and things like that. So is anyway very good. But anyway, in any case, thank you for the interest in our game. Wait, I was there. Yeah. So for the mouse settings, I think we will have like sensitivity, we will have mouse pointer, maybe 2 different mouse pointer, one in combat mode and one not. Maybe we can also have vertical sensitivity and horizontal sensitivity, because I think it may be different, you know, like when you rotate and when you look up and down. Yeah, but for now it's not very relevant. Okay, so for now let's leave it like this. And then we have all this stuff. Yes. Then what's next? Let me just lower the music a bit, because this Dragon Age is getting annoying. I finished exactly when I said that. Okay, so I can pull it up again. So this one we will test in game, okay? This one I really need to see if it works. But basically what happens when you're changing the audio controls is that you have a file which goes under save games, which is this one, which is audio.sav, which for some reason now is not saving, which I have to check if this is actually working or not. Right, and I think the reason is that, yeah, when you move the slider, I think on this particular window probably we need an apply button, because I think it becomes a bit overkill if we save every time this number moves. Right? I mean, while for the other options, like display is basically immediate, so as you click is applied, and also here I think that as you click is applied. For the audio, I think we need an apply button. Let me just see what it does today. Hello, Baby Spoon. Yes, I answered. Maybe you were distracted, but the level at $3, so the lowest, and is mentioned here. Is mentioned here in the description. Access to the alpha build of the game. Right? So if you become a Patreon at $3, you can access the alpha. I hope now you heard it. Otherwise, I would just do this. So you have it in the chat. Let me just check what we are doing when we are changing those sliders. So when we change those sliders, which is this slider volume ambient, okay. So when we change this one, on value changed, okay, we do a set audio value. Yes, this one is setting it only temporarily. So it's not really saving it to a file. Why, I don't know, but because I moved it. So, by the way, I think all these volume sliders now become completely useless because we will just read the values we have here. So I think I will remove this. And, well, let me think about it. I think when saving is a bit easier to have a volume slider already set. So maybe it's not that bad of an idea to have this, because it's just handy. Maybe, okay. Maybe we can leave it. We can leave. So set volume sliders. Yes, this is when we are reading it from the file. But I need, yeah, I think we need, so we will add an apply. I think we have no other way. We need to add an apply button, which may look a bit weird here. Maybe we can put it here on the side. By the way, I would like to have all of those being full screen. I think all of that should be full screen. I don't want to have some windows which are full screen, other windows which are not full screen. I think it will look bad. Oops, what happened? Because the background image is before... What? Why my display becomes black? You see the display on the left? It becomes black. I don't know why. Why this guy becomes black? Because it's below, huh? Ah, yes, because it's below. Ah, I can have one background image for everything. Do we want to have one background image? Do we want to have one background image for all the panels, or do we want to have... but anyway, for me, I can just move this at the front of everything, and yes, and it will work. Yes. Why if I hide that? Ah, yes, because it becomes number 0. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. So if I hide this one and I show this one, I think also this one we can make it full screen. I don't know if I want to move all the entries, probably not, so I will leave it like this for now. I think it's good enough. The problem, you know what is the problem? The problem is that this thing will not scale, and it's not very nice that it doesn't scale. Because in theory we want everything to scale based on the available space. Well, at the moment it's kind of a fixed position, so it may actually be cut off. It may actually be cut off here. I don't know if it's something I want to solve now, but I'm thinking if I want to solve it now, because the way to do it will be to create a grid which is inside of this canvas, and the grid will be resizing automatically, and so now then all these buttons will be resizing as well, right? Unfortunately, it's not done like this at the moment, so I will have to change pretty much how this window is built. It's not too much work, but so in this one, instead of being a canvas, or better, I would say this canvas should contain a grid. I don't know if it can be directly a grid or let me see one sec. Yeah, I think it should be directly a grid inside of this guy. And then let me just, as an example, copy some stuff. No, the problem is that if I move it now, it becomes a mess. Yeah, I basically need to redo it. There's no way. If we want to do it now, I don't know, but basically I need to redo it. Yeah, because you see, as soon as I change it, to a grid panel, everything becomes kind of weird. Yeah. No, I will not do it now. I will not do it now because I mean, it's not so relevant for the alpha, but we need to, I mean, one day we need to do it, okay? For now, we'll just make the backgrounds larger. But we need to do it, otherwise it will look a bit stupid. I mean, it would look like half done. I mean, we should not be a news, huh? But it will not be a big news, but okay. This one is already full screen. Okay. So yes, for the audio, we need to implement an apply button. Maybe we can put it here on the side, because I think that the close button will look kind of weird. Even if we place it, I think we need to place the close button in the same place for everyone. Can we have a number which is reasonable, like 830, 960, 830, 960, okay? 830, 960. Because they are different buttons, believe it or not. There is one for every screen. Which is a good question. Why I have that? In theory, I can bring it outside and I can put it under tabs. But anyway. Anyway, they just closed the window, so it's super easy. Ah, what happened? Because I messed up. Okay. This one is kind of already placed in the middle. And okay, and this one is the last one. Okay, what else we want to change? Ah, yes, the apply. So we did all of this for the apply. So now the apply, Oh, the apply. I can put it up there. I think for the audio we need to do this. I know it's a bit annoying to have it separate, but and I will think to a better UI. Okay, I know that the UI now looks not very organic, not very, you know. I know. I will make it more. I mean, I will make it nicer. For now, I'm just trying to test the functionality. So the apply button should do the following. Should take, I think, should be fairly easy, because the apply button should do the same that we do. Where do I have that? I think we have it already. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm saving audio, the audio file. Yeah, here we have the load, but I think we also have a save. Yes, close and save. Saving it on the close, huh? Saving it on the close. That can also be a good idea. That can also be a good idea. So we avoid the apply. Because in reality, everything else, as I said, is already instant, except the volumes. But if we decide that we save the volumes here, I think it will be fairly intuitive. Because you just click on close and yeah. Fuck the apply button. Apply button gone. Oh yeah. Okay. Client is up. I want to test if I click here. What happens? Why this close button is not in the right place? Because I changed them all except the first one. Ah, okay. Well, that's easy to move. The one under display, for whatever reason, I didn't change it, boys. Okay, now it will be in the right place the next time. So for audio, if I change something here, I'm expecting to get, when I click on close, I'm expecting to see. Yes, my audio file getting changed. Okay, nice. So this seems to be okay. So at least the audio should be working fine. Now I just realized that we don't have any sounds when you click on buttons. I think we have sounds in the old game, right? When you click on stuff. I think we can probably add it. And by the way, we need to redo the credits. These credits are empty at the moment. We need to redo the credits as well. Yeah, maybe the credits I would like to do it with some effects, nice effects. I don't know. I have to think about it. But so the audio should be working now in theory. The interface at the moment is only this. Max history. This one I have no idea what effect he has on the game, but. And then there is a log2 file, which I don't know if is actually working at the moment. Now it's saying not working yet, but I think is a good point. And then we have the controls. Yeah, can we change this freaking blue? This blue is insane, boys. I cannot look at it. I cannot look at it. The controls, well, we have a small issue here that this background image is not taking the wall space. Okay, and then this blue, I don't know where this blue is coming from. Style, it's really like this. Style, normal, hover pressed. Oh my god, do I need to change it for all? There are like 1 million buttons. Can I do it automatically on all? Otherwise I'm becoming crazy. Yes, I can. I can select them all. How can I select them all? If I search input key and then I select them all like this. Is acting a bit weird. I think it doesn't like too much multi-selections like that. But okay, I mean we can do it in chunks. We can do all this chunk first and the other chunk next. But basically the original color was what? The original color was blue as well. Inst UI button. Inst UI button. I really don't know what this guy is saying. Why the normal is still blue? Why is still blue even if I remove the blue? Good question, huh? I mean... okay, now... Okay. Yeah, I think this is much better. At least it's normal. I don't know why we change it to that weird blue. It's very nice that you can multi-select and change them all at the same time. Why do the credits all come from you? No, it's not true. There is a lot of other people working on it. I mean, not a lot, but there is other people who for sure there is the one that are active at the moment. We have Zwei, which is active and is helping on the 3D part, on the graphics. and he really did a lot recently. I mean, in the last year or so, but also previously. We have Tuatanach, which is also very active. Actually, I would say is one of the, with Zwei is the two that are more active, and he's helping on the rules, he's helping on the quest a bit, and he's helping now to fix a lot of the graphical glitches. They are those two are the most active. Then I would say at the tier number 3, I'm tier number 1 for sure. I'm the most active ever, but I was just a joke. Okay, no, but just to explain you who is working on it. Then we have Eonwind and Zuna, which are not very active in the last few months, but they have been active in the past, and they are working on the rules and the quest. And then we have Venalan, which has not been very active overall, but still sometimes it helps. He's doing some stuff and he's helping. And then we have Uajet, which is very active on the Game Master side. And then we have some of you. We have like Yorlak, which is helping a lot on the testing. I think Monty, which helped me a bit on the particle effects and such. So I think there is other people definitely that are helping with this. But yeah, at the moment, I mean, it's not at the moment, but I mean in general, I mean during the life of Plane Shift, I have been one of the most active. Yes. And yes. Okay, I don't know if these one are working, but in theory, if they are mapped to the right names, they should map to. I mean, the keys associated, the key binding should actually show up here. The problem now is that I added so many that I think all these ones are not connected. Let me see a bit behind the UI how it works, but I remember, because this part I've seen it, I also did some changes to it, so I think I know it a bit. Yes, there's the remap key, but there is the save key, but there should also be a load key. It is a load, but it's a load chat, save chat. No, we need to go. This one, update selectors. Action input array. Yes, this one is the array that we need to modify. Maybe you don't see it because there is my face on top of it, but let me do this 1 second. This is the array with all the options that we need. We need to align it with, action selector array, action input array. Yes, this one needs to be realigned with this list. Maybe you know what we can do? We can take a screenshot of this. We can take a screenshot and keep it I think I don't need this anymore. And keep it here. And put it on the side. Put it on the side and reconfigure it like that. Because I think we have, yeah, I don't know why we should call it actions. I think we can really call it movement, but movement, well, actually actions I think is a better, it's basically all the action that the player can do. So yeah, maybe actions is a better name than movement. So this actions input array should match, but I don't understand why we have win options, win inventory. That is the best song of the world playlist. So in theory we should group them in the same way, right? I'm just thinking why is not like this already? So why this list is completely different than that list? Like if they use it, because actually there are no, they are all together. Okay, I understand. Because they are all together, they are not grouped by area. So all the actions are together, and then all the axes are together. I don't understand exactly why we did this. So basically I need another one, okay? So I need... let me do this. We need to split this. We need... we need another one, similar to this one. Okay, basically a copy of this one. Dedicated, so one dedicated to actions, one dedicated to, we called it window, how do we call it? We called it user interface, and one dedicated to everything else. Yeah. So I need to make another one similar to this. Which is called action selector. I think I'm just thinking if it's a good idea to do it like this or not. But seems yes. Because basically it's like having a mapping between controllers, which are these ones, and actions, which are these ones. And if you keep them in the same sequence, you can match them one to one. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. So we will duplicate this, and this one we will call it interface selector array, and then we will duplicate this one and we will call it interface input array, and these two will basically go down here, right? And I will duplicate this part. And I will duplicate this part. Okay. So up here we need to have move forward, move backward, blah blah blah. So we need to take all of those. In the same sequence though, huh? Otherwise we make a mess. Left and right. And what? Jump and crouch. Well, jump, we have it here already. Jump and crouch, toggle walk run. Toggle walk run, sprint. Toggle combat mode. Toggle combat. Roll. Ah no, the roll is the automatic one at the moment, so the roll we don't have. Sit. Toggle auto run. And interact. Interact, I think we had it here already, no? Yes. Interact and combat mode. No, toggle combat mode, we had it. We have it twice. Fuck, we have it twice. We have toggle combat mode and combat mode. No. This is not a good idea. No. We have it twice. I don't know why. Because I think it was called mouse mode, and then I changed it, and then I didn't remove this one. So let me remove this one at the top, and then we will swap it with this one. Wait. The problem is that, okay. Wait. I mean, I can also leave it here. The problem is that we have now one line empty, but probably no one will notice. So I think it's okay. No one will notice. So we have toggle combat mode at the bottom, okay? It's the last one. So basically we have sprint and sit. Sprint and sit. Yes, because roll is not assigned at the moment. Sprint, sit, toggle out run, interact. Okay. I think now the sequence is okay. I think now the sequence is fine. So what we need to do, apart from this combat mode which doesn't exist, right? We need to match this sequence here with the code, and this one is kind of easy because I'm just creating an array which has this sequence, right? But then But then we need also to match it with the actions. And the action array is this one. So these two need to match. And this one is important that it matches with what we have in the configuration files. So the input selector for... yeah, and there are some specificity because, for example, forward and backward are actually for us one key only in the definition. And then... that's not very easy, yeah? Okay, we can try to put it like this, but for us, if I go under input here, input, for us the move forward and backward is a single entry. Exactly, it's this one, move forward backward, you see? So it's this entry here. Because we put it on the axis here. Fuck. Yes, we should manage the axis. Okay. Sorry, I need to do it differently, otherwise it doesn't work. Because the axes are the ones that are managed in a different way. And I think we should keep them separate. Yeah, that's why they were separate, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, so we have this one for the actions, excluding the axis, right? Because the axes are managed below. And so for this one, yes, we have jump. We have crouch, which I hope is called crouch, but I don't know. Where is it? Wow, it's not there. Cannot see it. Is this one? Why is it called stance action? No, the control, well, the left alt, the no, the left alt should be the toggle walk run, no? I don't remember. But I can discover it immediately because we have the key mapping. Ah no, the alt is the crouch. Okay. So the alt, so what is called the stance action is the crouch. So this is stance action. Then toggle walk and run. Toggle walk and run. I've seen it 1 second ago. Is this one? It's called walk action. Then sprint, which is the left shift. Yes, it's called sprint action. Then sit, which I think is called sit. I don't know why they are not in alphabetical order, or are they? Maybe they are. But sit is the Z. I think I'm not managing it with... I think the Z, I'm managing it separately. Which is not a great idea. Because I need to manage it like a normal input control. Otherwise... server ask to sit. Z. Yeah, you see this? This is very bad. We should not do it this way. We should assign it to an action, and that action should then map to Z. So I need to add a new... Maybe I can reuse... there was one that was empty. This one was empty. So let's call it sit. And let's assign it to Z. Okay. This will change the project settings, but it's okay. So this one will become sit. Ah, yes, and then I need obviously to change it here, otherwise it will never work. So now we should have an input action. We should have an input action sit. Yes, which is the same as this one, but is now using the basic system for assigning keys, right? Through the... So that's fine. So I mean, it's better. It's definitely better to do it this way. It's already midnight, boys. Wow. But I think we made good progress. Okay, let's finish this. So sit, we have it. Then I need toggle auto run. And toggle auto run is R. I think also this one I didn't map it. I think also this one... Ah, is here, auto run. Okay, this one is mapped. This one is mapped. Okay, after auto run we have interact. Interact is just called interact. I've seen it before, so I can just go like this. And then toggle combat. Toggle combat, which is combat mode. Okay. This thing is pretty handy anyway. I mean, there is a bit of work, but is you know, already considered to be in the right way. Okay. Now, the important part is that we don't have too many. For example, we have a mouse mode, which is M, and we have a combat mode, which is tab. So I don't understand exactly this mouse mode, what it's doing actually, but I think it's the same one. This one I think we will not use it anymore. I think this one is just confusing. I will I think I will remove it. I think I will remove it. Who is calling this? Ah, no, this one is called... No, wait. This one is correct because it's coming from combat mode. No, what I'm saying is the input action mouse mode. You see, it's not. It allows you to put it multiple times. Oh my god, that's annoying. But I think it's not used. I think it's not used. I will delete it. I think it's just confusing everyone. Deleted. There is also this one. There is none open parentheses. What the fuck is that? Okay, I think the rest is fine. The rest is fine. So we have all of those are mapped, and so being mapped, in theory, they should show up in the UI properly. Right now, we basically need to do the same for. Well, the axis should be there already. We need to do the same for the user interface. Yes, because the user interface has the same mapping. Win, yeah, it's all called win. Win friends, win info, win inventory, win option, win quest, win shortcut. So these ones are also mapped. Okay, fine. Yeah, are the ones that I just deleted, I know, but, well, not deleted, but moved. Moved here, you see, I moved them here. So let me do the same. Let's take a screenshot of this, which is the simplest way. So I put it here on the right. Come on. And we just go in the same sequence. So I need inventory, shortcuts. They have to be in the same list, in the same order, otherwise it will not work. Inventory, shortcuts, info, skills and stats, option menu. The problem is that we have much more than this. Skills and stat, option menu. Here we also have friends and quest. But friend and quest, we didn't map it. Right? Friends and quests, we didn't map it. No, yes, there are. After option, there is friend and quest. After option, there is friends and then quest. Okay. So this will be one chunk. Now, yeah, it's a bit tedious, I know, but I think it's nice to have. Now we also have this first camera, third camera, I mean camera first person, camera third person, camera cycle, but I mean you just zoom your mouse and you go first person or third person. I don't understand what is the benefit of having this. I mean, if you zoom in more than, you know, if you zoom in a lot, you go first person. If you zoom out, you go third person. So I think it's the most intuitive way to do it instead of having a key for it. So I think I'm just going to remove it. Interface selector array. Well, then basically I think we can copy exactly the same block here. I mean, I think it's identical. The only difference is that we are using this one instead of this one, but it's just another sequence, you know, just another set, but it's absolutely identical. Right, so now we need to match this one to our list. So we need so we already have win option, win inventory, win friend, win skill, win quest. Okay, that's very nice. The problem is that the sequence is not correct, I guess. Win friends, win quest. Win friend, win quest, fine. Yeah, the sequence is a bit fucked up. Inventory, shortcuts is win shortcuts. Then win info. I mean, I don't know if we will use all of those, but let's say yes. Fuck. Okay. So inventory shortcut info, skills and stats, yes. Then options. Then friends, then quest, and then I think we are good. All the rest I can delete. So there are 7 elements, right? Yes, 7 elements. Okay. So I think this one will work as well. So this one is interface. This one is interface, and maybe I can pick the same color. And the bloom. And then we have the axis. The axis should already be okay. Let me see what comes up with this sequence, because I'm kind of interested now to see what happens. I think the axis will be fucked up, but I know why. You see that it's still giving errors on this ones. Quick bar is giving errors from quick bar 3 to quick bar 10, probably because they are not assigned as a default in our I think that what we need to do for those, we need to put them in this list. Yeah. From quick bar 0, we start with quick bar 0 actually, and we start with quick bar 0. From 0 to 10, it should be from 0 to 9, but okay, from 0 to 10. Yeah, I think I need to put them here in the list. If I don't put them here in the list, can I insert a new one here or no? No. I need to... I cannot move the groups, huh? When they are set forever. Okay. Nice. Okay. So at the moment we have from 0 to 2. So we miss 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Wow. All of that. So this will be quick bar 3. This will be quick bar 4, quick bar 5, quick bar... Hello? Quick bar 6, and I was not typing. Quick bar 7, quick bar 8, and quick bar 9. Okay, so we have them all. At least we have them all mapped. I think they can stay to none. I mean, the mapping may exist, but the key associated is not available. Nice. There is also a quick bar 10 in theory, but I don't think I scripted 10. I think I scripted 9. I mean 10 in total starting from 0. But anyway, let's add another one. Let's add a quick bar 10. Okay. Good. So now character blueprint compiles without errors, which is anyway nice to have. So, what we should do now is just to test what happens now that we have all those mappings done. I want to see, I think I need only the client. I don't need the server really. It's only the client side. And I can do a bit of this work offline, you know? I mean, offline from the stream. It's just that I want to give you a bit of a information on what I'm working on, so yeah, it's not maybe the most exciting development, but it has to be done. Okay, yeah, the axes are a bit fucked up, even if they are not too fucked up. There is W here, and there is nothing on. I mean, it has a gamepad, left thumbstick. I don't know why, but you see that actually now that we map them, the jump is not mapped. Why the jump is not mapped? Why the jump is not mapped? Jump should be jump because it's called jump action. That's why it's not mapped. Because it's called jump action. So I need to match the names. Otherwise, okay, jump action. So then the next one will be mapped. When I restart it, it will be mapped. But you see that here we have all the information. So Z, you see Z for sit, R for auto run, E for interact, combat mode tab. So, and if you click on this, you can actually change it. Good night, Tony. Have a good one. And also this one, you see that they are showing up. So actually the mapping is working. Now the cameras, I deleted them, so they are empty because they are actually not assigned to anything. And the quick bars, yeah, the quick bars are not loading because I didn't put the code to load them yet, so that's why they don't show up. I think. Or we put them together. Yeah, we can put them together to the user interface, actually. I think we'll be fine. Because some of them are mapped. I think we can put them together with user interface. I just want to have the axes separate because the axes are managed in a very different way. So I think we can go here and define the 10 bars from 1 to 10. Do I want to do it here? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. So these ones are shortcut 1, shortcut 2, shortcut 3, and so on. Shortcut 6, shortcut 7, shortcut 8, shortcut 9. I think there will be one not mapped, which is the last one, but okay. Okay, so we have from 1 to 9, so it's 10 shortcuts, and we need to do the same here. Need to do the same here, and these ones are called quick bar, right? Quick bar 0. Yes, and then basically this is done, I think. Quick bar 2, quick bar 3, bar 4, 5, because the mappings are saved automatically by Unreal, so I don't need to save them specifically with my code. Okay, no, actually, well, there is a piece to be done, but okay. No, but I think it's good. We made some progress. I mean, not amazing progress, but I think good progress. Hello, Freedom. When will the new engine of PlayStation be open to everyone? That's the biggest question that we have, but I don't know. I don't know. In theory, we wanted to do it already by the end of 2020. Hello, Yorlak. In theory, we wanted to do it by the end of 2020, in the sense that I wanted to release. I mean, my goal 1 year ago or 1.5 years ago was by the end of 2020 to have the old version removed and the new version replacing it, right? But there was a bit of a long shot, so I think I mean, it was a good goal, but we didn't make it. But we are not too far, so I think we will open it to everyone when we actually release it. So when we actually shut down the old one, I think we will open it to everyone. But I don't know. I mean, we can also open it earlier. The only issue of opening to too many people at the moment is that we will receive too many bugs, too many duplicate bugs in our bug tracker, and we will receive too many requests, you know, at the same time from multiple people. and we will not really be able to serve them properly, or to anyway say, hey, I mean, yes, you crashed, or whatever, your character is stuck, or your character lost some items, you know. And so one of the reasons why we are really restricting the alpha a bit, because we are not restricting it too much, okay? So the wall of restriction is a $3, you know. So I guess any one of you can pay $3. So in theory, we could have, you know, hundreds of people anyway tomorrow, but there is a bit of a psychological paywall, so that the people are not everyone is doing it, right? And yes, and so we have we have 37 people at the moment in the Patreon, and I think we have about 10 or 15 veteran players that asked for access. So I think that the pool is about 50 people, which is pretty high if all 50 would connect every day, right? But not all of them are doing it. And so this is a bit of the maximum volume I think that I want to manage. Luckily, of those 50, probably only 2 or 3 or 4 or maximum, I don't know, 10 are connecting sometimes, right? So, but it's mostly to avoid to not be able to answer your questions. But yeah, if you want to test it today, you can just become a Patreon and you can test it today. Okay, let me see if we got yes, you see now the quick bar is connected. 4, 5, 3, so these are the 3 shortcuts that are actually connected to the quick bar. Okay, so I think this is good. At least we have a way. Mouse sensitivity, I have no idea what it does, if it works or not. Yeah, but it seems it does. It does, or it's just a... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It was my mind tricking me. It doesn't make any difference. No. Okay, so we need to fix it. We need to change this. Will the new engine be new accounts? No, we are copying the database. So basically what I'm doing whenever I release a new alpha, I copy the database from the old game into the new game, and then I have a kind of a magic script, which is this one, a magic SQL script, which is a bit of a wizardry really, which is converting the old database to the new database. And you see the last dump that I took was the 11th of January, so it was about 1 month ago. I think is when we released the 077 alpha probably, and or a bit earlier. But so basically the script is taking everything that you have in the old database and is converting it to Unreal with all the new rules and all the new stuff that we put in and all the new coordinates. And then this one is calling multiple other scripts. It's calling like 6 or 7 other scripts dedicated to specific areas. And so yes, you basically have everything in the new game. You have the same characters. Yeah, they will not start from scratch. I mean, they can if they want. They just click on new character, but we will keep all the old characters just because we want to. Okay, now I want to see what happens, right? If I go in game. Yeah, I want to see what happens. I would anyway strongly recommend anyone to do at least one new character, because the character creation will be completely different, and I think it would be nice to experience the new way. But I think one of the fun part of Plane Shift is that it's been around for so long time that we have really people that were playing like 15 years ago, and so it's a bit of a fun thing to do to keep their account. I mean, I kind of like it when people are coming back to me and saying like, hey, I was a kid when I was playing your game. Now I'm married. I'm married and I have 2 kids, and I'm still. I mean, can I access the alpha? I think it's pretty fun. I really like it when people are coming back after many years. There is a loading screen. This loading screen we need to change before the alpha. Okay, I think I need to put it in the list. We need to change the 2 loading screens. One for I need to change the loading screen for character creation and existing player. There are basically two loading screens that at the moment are just placeholders, and it would be nice to have them correct, because as they are now is a bit bad. But at the moment we are working on this one. We are working on this one, merging audio display setting. Actually, I did way more. I did way more than this, because I didn't just merge the audio display setting, but I basically merged all the options. So basically here we merged the wall options panel in game and in login screen, and make it permanently available or whatever, and make it permanent, right? So we are working on this one and we are pretty much done. I mean, we did a lot of this one from yesterday and today. All players' account have hundreds of thousands of three. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they have an advantage somehow, yes. But, you know, our game is not really a competitive game. I mean, you don't play Plane Shift to grind versus other people. So the game is mostly versus the environment. So it's mostly PvE and not PvP. So I think that the benefit will be that since there will be people with a lot of money, maybe it will be easier to get a guild or whatever. You can team up with them and they can give you stuff or... But yes, I mean, from a pure competitive point of view, they have an advantage, yes. But this is like in any game. I mean, if you play more, usually you have an advantage, right? And they played more. So is a deserved advantage, let's say, if you want, right? And I don't think anyway it will unbalance too much. I mean, obviously, if we see players, old players that are like giving out millions of Tria to everyone, that will be a bit weird. But I think all our old players are all mature people now. Maybe they were not when they started playing, but they are mature now because many years have passed. So, and there are not that many anyway. So. I don't know if I want to make this background transparent so you can see the game, because I think it's a bit... I mean, it's nice to have it full screen, but at the same time is a bit... I don't know, it's a bit scary to have it... I mean, it's not scary, it's a bit... I don't know, everything goes black, you don't see yourself anymore. In theory, probably you can still move. I think you can still move. Yes, I moved. I'm here now. Yeah, you can see a bit at the bottom. And I'm here now. So you can still move while in the... I don't know, maybe I can make it transparent so you can see the game. But I would like to have it full screen because I think there is a lot to do. Like the control, I cannot imagine this window being way smaller. I think would be hard. But I would suggest anyway to all the old players to restart. I mean, to create a new character because it will be so different. It will be, well, not so different. But anyway, the character creation is very different. So I want to see what happens, for example, if I change the autorun from R to... Well, let me see if the autorun is working first. Yes, it is working. And if I toggle walk, yeah, so everything is working as expected, which is nice. But I want to see if I change the option, if it's actually still working. So if I make the autorun like T, and I make the walk run, I don't know, U. By the way, U is here already. I don't know if he's recognizing the duplicates. No, it's not recognizing the duplicates. So it's allowing you to... Okay, there is maybe something that we can improve. But now I change it to T. Doesn't give a shit. Okay, so the remapping at the moment is not working. The remapping is not working, so I need to check why. Basically... so reading the keys is okay, but changing the keys is not okay. I think it's this function, which was a bit, yeah, which as you can see is left a bit in nothingness. I guess I can ignore all the account of power to keep it fair. We'll only engage with new players to have a fair advantage. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe we can think about it for PvP, you know? I mean, when you are saying to engage, you mean PvP? Maybe we can think to something, like maybe we can flag the old players somehow. And so when you have the PvP invite, you will get a warning or something that player is like, you know, thousands of hours ahead of you. But anyway, nothing really happens if you die, you know. Nothing really. I mean, you're not losing your items. You're not. I mean, it's not like a survival game where you are losing stuff. So, I mean, in general, we want the game to be more PvE than PvP. At least for now. Then I don't know. But I never liked too much PvP. But at least in an MMO. In other games, yes. Like in FPS, obviously, yes. But so I need to fix this thing. But you know what? I think I will do it tomorrow. I need to fix this remap. And I mean, it starts to be a bit late. Yeah, I think we did good progress. If you ask me what is missing, for the alpha release, I think only these pieces. I think up to here. I don't think the rest is something that I can do in a reasonable amount of time. The only thing, Yorlak, I don't know if Yorlak, you're already here. Yorlak, I don't know if you are here. If you are here, say hello. There is one bug that you reported. There is this one about a server crash in the sewer. Can you still reproduce it or not? Yes, you. There is only one Yorla. There is this bug about the server crash that you reported. Do you think it's still happening or not? After my fix, because maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same of the one that we fixed the other day. I mean, it's very likely it's the same one, but I just wanted to confirm with you if it's the same. I don't know if I agree, Freedom, with the fact that it's cheating. I mean, like, the game never stopped, so the world is the same. It's just the visual engine that is changed, but it's the same world and it's the same people, you know. So it's an upgrade, is a visual upgrade, but the world is the same. Just wait a second. Okay, I'm starting the server now, so if we can test that one. Yeah, server is down, I'm starting it now. I'm starting it right now. Let's say that starting at 0 with everyone will be easier for me, because I will not have to do the massive migration and checking all the fixes of the migration, and also it will give us more longevity of the new game, because if people start at 0 they will have a lot to do before they max out the characters, right? So is so the easiest choice would be to clean up, you know, but I don't want to do it. I want to keep the world going. It's the same world. It's the same world, just with a different graphics, but it's the same people. Just like real life, no one likes the wealthy and powerful people. I don't know. I mean, depends. Maybe they can become your friends. I don't know if it's still loading or if it's up. No, I think it's still loading. I cannot read at that speed, but I see is... Yeah, is it keeping stuff on NPC and is loading different NPC. Is it populating items? Let's say that what we need to do, and it is already an objective that was in the previous game, but we never reached it, is to make the economy a bit more flowing, right? So in the sense that There are a lot of rich people just because there is not a way to spend the money, right? So there is a lot of people with like millions of Tria, but just because they don't have a way to spend it, which is a problem. So we needed to find more creative ways and better ways to make the economy not broken like today. Because the rich people can have maybe a guild house, right? Or can have, I don't know. I mean, basically it's only a guild house today. But in the future can be more stuff, and so they can spend their money and then be back with no money. But in general, I don't want too much competition between players. I think I like more the fact that it's competition versus the game. So basically, all the players are like in the same group, and you are trying to beat the game, right? You're trying to beat the game. And this is what we want to do with like invasions and other stuff. It's still loading, but we are at a good step. So it's loading the maps. It loaded all the NPC, loaded all the items, which are the most heavy. And now it's loading the maps. But it's a good discussion anyway, huh? Freedom is a good discussion. Because is also related to game design. Yeah, it's human nature to compete, yes. But depends how you design the game. You may put more competition or less competition, and the way we always together designed Plane Shift was less competition between players, but more cooperation. So like if you have a wealthy guy, you know, or if you have a guy that is ranked up a lot in herbalism or is ranked a lot in cooking, he can create stuff for you, you know. And he can sell it to you maybe at a relatively low value, because anyway, maybe he's more into creating his shop than actually and having customers more than making money out of it, because he's already rich, you know. So the advantage maybe of having people that are already starting at a higher level is that they will already have ranks where they can create items that can be useful to you. So if you want a specific potion to go inside a dungeon and fight some monsters, you will be able to buy it from the more experienced players, and maybe the more experienced player will run shops, you know, because they already went into that dungeon 100 million times and they don't care about going there anymore. So I don't know. I think it depends how you design the game, and if there are dynamics which are encouraging team play. And I think if you do it that way is way nicer. For example, something that I always wanted to do, but I never actually managed to do it properly. I have to launch this version, because if I launch my version, which means this one, it will never connect to the server because it's so different now. One thing I wanted to do was really to improve the way the players are collaborating inside a dungeon, right? Or in a situation where they have to fight. So having crafting connected to that, and having the ability to use your crafting and your jobs abilities also in those occasions more. The players with all the wait, what are you saying? Server is up. Yeah, the server is up. I'm connecting to it just to see if it stays up. We can tell all the existing players that there is a new start line after they've spent a decade or more developing their character. Well, they can always create a new character. So I think many of them will create a new character from scratch. Some players only like roleplay. Others like to improve skill. Yeah, there are well, also in our community there are people that are basically not ranking but just role playing. That is quite a bit. That are not really interested in grinding, you know. They're just I see my leg. You have to move. Hello. I also need to fix the clacker. The clacker is like this. It became like a blink clacker. I don't know why it's doing this, but it's doing this. Did I have a way to max 30 FPS? Yes. The 30 FPS. Wait a second. The 30 FPS. Yeah, the carcass is going down. Let me read what you say. I think the bugs were related, no crash for now. Okay, that's very nice. Yeah, the old players don't care too much about the money, I guess. And also there are not that many old players, you know, so you are speaking to a relatively small number, unless, you know, everyone comes back immediately. But this clacker, let me put on the list this Clocker Flickering because it's so annoying. Fix Clocker Flickering. I don't know if it's a matter of I think I need to check the bounding box. I think the bounding box has been somehow. Can I see the bounding box? Why is not attacking you back, by the way? I don't know why it's not attacking you back. Anyway. How old is this level, boys? How old is this level? It's insane. How old is this level? You cannot loot it? I think you need to click. No, it's too quick. You cannot loot it. Okay. Yeah, I will put it on the list. I will put it on the list of things to fix because that clock is a pity. We have the monster and... But is it never fighting back? Chat is telling me Ariter is hitting me. That's not very good. Everyone must start at 0 or to avoid drama, angering and arguing. Nah, I don't think so. Someone buying houses, start charging rent. Yes, I think that having like a maintenance fee for guild houses, I think would be a good idea. So that, you know, we have a way to drain a bit of the money from the older players, but also from the people that are having a guild. I think if you have a guild, you should you should pay for it somehow. And then we can implement pickpocketing and our stuff. Yeah, pickpocketing is another one of those skills that I don't like between players, but definitely we can implement it with NPC. Like you can use it on an NPC, but using it on a using it on, I mean, between players, I really don't like it too much. I'm happy to see that it's working though. The fact that you see, yeah, I see the same. You see this? Ariter hits you on the hands for 79 damage. I mean, why the name? I think there is just a swap. There is just a swap of target here. Let me take a screen. This thing, I think we need to solve it, huh? This thing, I think we need to solve it. Let me make maybe kind of a wish list and so it is more of wishes, but I think they will not make it for the alpha. And I think the wishes are these ones, this one, well, maybe the cow movement I can do. But this one I think will be nice to fix. I think it's weird. This one I think is enable Draken plane is absolutely a wish. I will never do it. This thing also is a wish. I mean, I will never do it by the alpha, meaning in the next 2 days or 3 days. We need to fix this thing. Combat messages of someone else fighting are wrong. Right? No new water effect on the server? No, this water is still the old one. It's still the old one. There is so much to improve in these levels, by the way. Oh my god, we have a massive... we have a massive hole here. We have a massive hole. Let me send this to Tua. Maybe you can fix it. We have a massive hole in the sewers. Yeah. Let me send it to Tua and see if he wants to do it. Your favorite part of the game is glitching behind the map to map secret storage rooms. Yeah, but now you can climb, you can mantle. Oh fuck, this is the old. Oh, it's actually working. Nice. You can mantle through things. So, well, let me explain you better. Teleport me Iron Quest. So I don't know if you have seen it, but you can climb stuff. So I don't know if I can climb here, but yes, you see what my character is doing is you can grasp a ledge and go on top of it, right? So basically this allows you a lot more freedom in climbing up all the houses and climbing up, you know, in spots maybe where before was not really possible. And I think it would be kind of, I mean, it's a kind of a fun thing. So I mean, you cannot do it everywhere, but there are some spots where you can do it, depending on how flat is the surface that you're trying to climb. But yes, in general, you can climb above stuff. Can you call in game the ability to push or kick player off cliffs? Why you want to kick players? or push them off cliffs? No, I mean, why you would do this? For whatever reason. Can you target the what? Rowe? Rose? At Yorlek and Maine? I don't understand what you mean, Maui. The Rowawes? What is Rowawes? Yeah. But this version is quite old now. I mean, he has a lot of bugs, and the new one is better. Is a better sky, better lights. Well, better lights, let's say partially, but rogues. In attack mode, you can target them, but you can't in combat mode. Really? In attack mode, you cannot target a rogue. That's very strange. That's true. I think it's probably because rogues are not fully PS characters. Can you target a cow? Probably not. Also, they have a significant issue with their legs. We have a lot of issues with this, with the leg placement in this version, but I will fix it. But guys, I really need to I really need to go now. I can tell people if I go under whisper. I don't think it auto replies, huh? No. I think the auto replies doesn't work. There is also something that we need to fix. I think the tell between people is a bit fucked up. Like, for example, this one went into the main chat and it didn't go into the whisper. I think whispering is broken. I mean, it's not broken, but you see how the list immediately increases. Whispers are not always going into the whisper tab. I don't know why. You vote for 0 stats, 3 and starting date? Yeah, but this is not gonna happen anyway. I mean, it's decided, so... I mean, we can discuss about it in the sense that we can just evaluate why, but I'm not gonna change my mind for no reason. I mean, I will never change my mind on that point, never. But, I mean, it's still a good discussion, meaning that analyzing what are the pros and cons, you know, may reveal maybe some flaws in the design, and we can improve it. So, like for example, we may. I mean, if you are concerned about PvP or whatever, maybe we can put a flag that is showing up, you know, when you are in PvP, that tells you that the player is very strong or something like that. I think if you look at the player, it should already tell you that he's stronger than you, but yeah, I would like to understand why you are concerned. I mean, like, again, it's mostly a PvE game, so the advantage of other player is basically your advantage if they help you with the stuff. But I mean, it's not really competitive. Okay, guys, it's too late. I need to go. So see you tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm gonna stream, so we are going to continue. I got no lags. Oh my god. What is that screenshot? Really? I mean... yeah, I'm going to sleep. But it was a good discussion. Thank you for joining in. And I remind you that you can follow on Twitch and you can subscribe on YouTube, and that will help me. And also you can join the Patreon, which is patreon.com/planeshift, where you can get... I just posted a new video today about spell effects that you can check if you are a Patreon, where I basically go through all the new some of the new spell effects, and I show how they look and I discuss a bit about it. And see you tomorrow, boys. See you tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go. Can we raid someone or not? I don't know how many we are in. How many we are in Twitch? There is this guy. Ah, he's a girl. There's this girl, but I think we are too few on Twitch. She will not appreciate it. If I raid with like 2 people, I mean, it's not really a good raid for people that have already like 70 viewers, but it may be still a good raid for people that are smaller, so we're not gonna do it. See you. Bye bye. See you, boys. The music. What is the music? There it is.